What's going on, people? It's your Underglover brother once again. I'm back and I'm bringing you the latest in boxing. Now, in this video, I want to speak about something that is that seems to be happening a lot in boxing nowadays. It's called the ducking game. Now, a lot of fighters have been doing this, but in particular, I want to speak about Canelo Alvarez. And I just feel like no one's asked or answered the question: is Canelo Alvarez a pussy? Is he a pussy? Listen, I watched a video on Dante's Boxing Nation where Dante asked him, you know, you're supposed to be fighting Gennady Golovkin next. What are you going to do? And he said, I'm ready. I'm ready. All right, he didn't say yes or no, but he said, I'm ready. So everybody assumed that he was going to take the fight, right? I mean, naturally he would do, right? Now, of course, he knocks out welterweight Amir Khan. I don't know whether that's very impressive or not, because he's a welterweight. He's a guy that's known to not have the greatest chin in the business. So fine. All right, no problem. And then straight away he vacates. In my eyes, that looks a bit suspect, right? Or at the very least, you could kind of understand why people would suggest that he's ducking. Now, if we look at his box rec, there's only really 3 names. Do you know what? I'd say 2, because nobody's really scared of Mayweather. They don't think they're going to get knocked out by Mayweather. And I don't know a single boxer, even in the heavyweight division, that would turn down a fight with Mayweather if they could make the weight because of the payday. Mayweather aside, we're looking at, I'm looking at Austin Trout and Arislandi Lara. I mean, for me, those are the 2 that could be considered really risky on paper. Obviously, Canelo dealt with them though, so that's great. Now, this is where we have to mediate a little bit, because if we now go to Triple G's boxing rec, I would argue that his best opponent isn't even under the career record. It's under where it says schedule. And that's with Kell Brook. And he's a welterweight. And we can't ignore the fact that he didn't take the Andre Ward fight. Unless, you know, we're going to believe Abel Sanchez's story. But let's be honest, who actually ever believes Abel Sanchez? Because he admitted that he'd move all the way up for Carl Froch and then potentially come all the way back down for Mayweather. But when it was considering moving up for Andre Ward and coming back down, that just seemed like an impossible task. So is he ducking? Is that good business? Or is he a pussy as well? I'm going to give you an example of someone who I admire in boxing, and I feel like he just deals with these type of questions such as, are you going to fight X, Y, and Z perfectly? And that guy is Anthony Joshua. Whenever he's in an interview, they always ask him, are you going to fight David Haye? Are you going to fight Tyson Fury? Are you going to fight, you know, Deontay Wilder, King Kong, whoever? And his answer is, we're in an era where the best need to fight the best. And I will fight the best, all in good time. So, I mean, you guys explain to me, do we need to have the whole illusion that so-and-so is ducking so-and-so for us to be able to get a good, exciting fight in the long run? So what's the difference now if Joshua sort of palmed off Tyson Fury and Wilder and all these guys saying, oh yeah, you know, contracts and the money and, you know, I want to run my own security, you know, Chris Eubank Jr. style. Or if he says, yeah, I'm going to fight them, but all in good time. If all in good time is in 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, 100 years, what does it, like, does it change the fact that we want that fight? And does it, I mean, what does it do? Because for me, I mean, I don't necessarily think he is a pussy. I'm talking about Canelo now. But, I mean, like, it just sounds stupid. You're shooting yourself in the foot if you're going to say, I'm ready. And then you're going to vacate the belt. Like, why not just say, yeah, I'm going to fight. But you know what? The money needs to be right. The time needs to be right. I would have a little bit more respect for you then. Well, I don't know, man. You guys, get in the comment box below. Let me know what you guys think. Is Canelo a pussy? Is it just good business? What do you guys think? Are you still a fan? Do you still respect him? Also, if you haven't already, please subscribe. This is a fairly new channel. Also, follow me on Twitter and follow me on Instagram. And hit me up and let me know what you guys think.